Hey everybody.
Hey y'all.
So we're coming back to you again, and we this time we're talking about good black men, putting them on a pedestal and they're falling. But does that change how we feel? Should that change how we feel about them?
Should that change the legacy that they left?
Right? Does that change who? Does that change their skill or what they did in their life that was good?
Right. So if you want to hear more about good black men, then stay tuned. Okay, so we told y'all that we were going to start coming to y'all with some small black owned businesses. And so I have another one today. And she sent it to me and it was in the mail. Here's the packing label in this cute little plastic bag, and I thought that was cute, but
That's my favorite.
it came boxed like this, and I think that she just took so much care in sending out this item. And without further ado,
I
I'll
started
tell
to throw
you.
it was on the floor and I started to throw it in the trash. You'd have been mad at me.
Without further ado, I'll tell you what it is.
It smells so good.
Royal Appleberry. And Kenny the Messy Soaper. She has a YouTube channel and she calls herself the Messy Soaper because she makes a lot of mistakes. But her channel name is Royal Appleberry, and so is her
See it.
so is her product name. Royal Appleberry is backwards. But she sent me a card. She sent me a card. I thought that was very cute. And inside the card it says, "Hiya, Valicia Gal." It doesn't
Very
say
pretty.
gal. It doesn't say gal. It says, "Hiya, Valicia doll. Royal Appleberry thanks you for being your awesome self. Love, Kenny."
Very pretty handwriting.
Very pretty handwriting. And y'all, look how beautifully this is packaged. With look at that. Ain't that just adorable? But Kenny's
It's the little things in packaging.
yeah, I think she went over and above what she needed to do to send me y'all. Y'all don't even know what the item is, but look at this. This is how
It's not soap?
Kenny packaged her soap. It's soap.
You said that earlier. Like,
But look at how beautiful this is. And I waited to open it while we were doing the video. So I purchased 2 bars of soap. This one is Troublemaker. You can't really smell it.
I smell it. It smells like it smells like baby powder a little bit. So the ingredients, it says coconut oil, sunflower oil, palm.
Yeah, that's the oils that's in it. You know, you make all soap with oil.
But she don't put the fragrance. She didn't say fragrance or colorant.
You probably have to look on her website to find out what the notes are. Handmade in Sterling Heights.
I smell the shea butter and the.
But this one is called Muse, and look how beautiful that soap is.
This one is pretty too. It's very swirly.
All I really smell in
it see the swirls?
Is the oil. I don't smell real fragrance.
I smell the fragrance.
But I think that's because it's still wrapped in the plastic.
Oh, they smell totally different.
And I don't smell.
This one smells more perfumey.
Yeah. But if you would like to order some soap, you can go to her website.
This one got glitter in it.
Royal Appleberry.
How pretty.
And get you some soap. And I just wanted to highlight Kenny's small black business.
Yay, Kenny! we'll be sending you a message with the video that we just highlighting you on.
And letting you know that we did it.
But yeah, so I think it's very pretty. I think awesome job.
I remember I've been watching Kenny do her videos for a really long time, and a couple of years ago, my son, he was sitting on the phone playing a game with his friend. He said, "Yeah, my mom was watching soap videos. She's watching this lady. It's a silly lady." And I'm thinking to myself, it's a silly lady. Yeah, she always make up words like fucking. And Kenny does. Kenny just makes up her own words, and she calls all of her viewers her sack. And they're like, "Yo, sack, yeah, her stinking awesome crew." I just think Kenny just has the most wonderful personality, and you see she's great at what she does. I like Kenny. So go
check Kenny out.
visit her
We'll
shop.
put her
Information in
her
the
Yahoo. Her YouTube information
in the description box down
Yeah.
below.
Yeah.
So now back to
Let's get back to these awesome men.
this came about whenever I was watching a video that someone else done, and they did it on not Malcolm X, on Martin Luther King,
Yeah.
Martin Luther King Jr. And she just said, you know, some things that she researched and she found, and she watched some documentaries, and she found out some information about Dr. Martin Luther King that she didn't know. I'm not going to share the information. I don't want to share the information. I don't want to tarnish his legacy at all. But if you want to, you know, the information came out with the FBI had been tailing him, and it's all in the 2017 information that came from the FBI. So if you go search that, then you'll find out what it is, but I'm not going to talk about it. But the purpose of this video is to talk about when good men do things that aren't so desirable. And a lot of times it has to do with their flesh and sexuality. A lot of times,
majority of the time,
where men fall short is sexuality.
They cannot hold it.
I don't know, it's it's a plague that humanity has. All of humanity, all of humanity, they just follow their penises.
That's as well. A lot of them fall short. The issue is not even an issue. The thing is, does it change who they innately are, and does it change their
all of the
good deeds and the things that they've done? Does it take away from their talent, their skill, their capabilities, and the good that they have done?
Does all of the negative things that the FBI uncovered about Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. negate at all of the good he done during the civil rights movement and what he did for Black and poor people,
and his legacy,
and not just Black people, y'all, but Black and poor people, poor white people, poor brown people, and poor Black people. That's who he stood for,
and his legacy,
right? Because I mean,
it doesn't change when you go back and you listen to his speeches, his words. It doesn't take away from his words. Anything that he has said is so inspirational, and for people to be quoting it to this day, does those infractions of what his shortcomings were, does it take away from that? It doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't.
It doesn't. However, when we look at people in our everyday lives, and the same people that were great orators like he is, or the same people who are leaders in our community, and our preachers, our teachers, our police officers, our city councilmen, all of those people, men, I'm talking specifically about the men, but now we do know that women can do, you know, unbecoming things as well, but right now we're just talking about men.
I would say men because men are leaders, and Black men are our leaders, and so I just hate the fact that, honestly, outside of, you know, when it comes to Black men, they make it seem like it's so much worse because of their status, and so they try to knock them down, or try to make them, or they do knock them down,
and they try to take away their credibility, because of their shortcomings. And every last man, woman, and child walking the earth has shortcomings.
We all have done something. Just because you might not know what it is, don't mean it is even wrong.
We all got something, and some of the things that people do is so unimaginable that it's unfathomable that you just.
I mean, and case in point, you know, R. Kelly, and I know Look, sometimes while song come on and you find yourself jamming to it and you're like, oh
Oh, that's R.
man,
Kelly.
but oh man, whatever. But it didn't take away from his issues, y'all. He has issues,
Yeah.
and we should pray for him. But it doesn't take away from his talent, because he's a very talented guy.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't take away from the inspirational songs that he wrote, the things that we won't even know that he had his name on. He had his name on.
Yeah.
So it's like.
And people like Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby created such a awesome legacy, and those
he
sexual
opened the
demons,
door for so many black
people, and those sexual demons that he had undermined all of it. And should it have? Okay, so now you can't even watch the Cosby Show in syndication because of stuff that happened years and years and years ago. And I'm not saying that Bill Cosby was right. He was dead wrong for what he did. But can we not watch Cliff? We still want to see Cliff.
It has nothing to do with that show, and to take money out of other people's pockets.
Yeah,
because that's what they essentially did.
And the same thing with Roseanne. They took Roseanne out of syndication because of the things that she said. And is it fair? Yeah, she won't get paid anymore, but all the other cast that were on that show, they also won't get paid. All the other cast from the Cosby Show, they also don't get paid,
and they deserve that. They spent years and everything with him, but outside of that, does it take away from all the good that Bill Cosby did?
Y'all, from Picture Pages to
the show he had before Picture Pages, and he was a comedian way before that too. So.
Right, and the stand up that he did was just awesome.
I mean, you'll know. That is great.
Okay, you will never get better than that chocolate cake song. And right,
that's not
Bill
McDonald's.
Bill Cosby is because Bill Cosby is not dead. Bill Cosby is a genius, and he was great at what he did. Now, he did have some sexual demons,
and he said some he said some messed up stuff that I didn't agree with, but right. It didn't. To me, it doesn't. Y'all, we sat here and we had somebody in office for 4 years who said some crappy stuff that people still to this day ignore.
My coworker said something to me about people think that he's going to be inaugurated tomorrow. That for some reason on March 4th, he's going to get inaugurated. Like, where are they getting this from? He was like, there are people who believe that. And these are the same people that followed him and voted for him. And stormed the Capitol on January 6th.
Yeah, I mean, but he's neither here nor there but I mean, we could talk about our brother. I think my brother's a great man.
He's a great man, great father, great husband.
I think he has one
of the demons.
No. I think he has one of the most brilliant minds.
He really
when
does.
I want something written really well,
you go to him.
I send it to him because he's gonna write it. You're not gonna understand a word of it, but it makes sense.
I'm constantly having to tell this man, you have to speak to 8th graders. Dumb it down. You using all these big words and it's going over people's head. They're only understanding the gist of what you're saying, brother. I call him Bubba though. Bubba, they only understanding the gist of what you're saying. The words that you're using, they don't know what they mean. Please dumb it down.
Right. But he had some demons, and he has some that he deals with to this day. And I'll say this, even to Bill Cosby, even to MLK, even to because at certain times God has to come in and he has to knock you down because of certain things that you do, because punishment is punishment. And so I truly believe my brother could probably be I feel like he should be one of the great men of today, but because of his demons, they got in his way. Love him to death. And it still doesn't take away from because he's an innovator. Mm-hmm. He's an innovator, and he has great passion, and he has great talent to get that whatever it is he wants through.
And recognizing he's good at recognizing where there's a need and seeking ways to fill those needs. He's awesome at that. He's awesome at
He
that.
love and he know how to get people to do it for him too.
Mm-hmm. He's good at persuasion.
Very good at persuasion. But
Love my
because
brother. Love my brother.
but I don't ever want him to see this and think anything of it, because the reason why we're saying this, because we put him at on the same level as MLK. It's because we put him on the same level as all the other great men, as Bill Cosby and everything, great black men who, because of certain demons, whatever those demons may be, were knocked down off where they should be.
And people constantly, when it comes to great men like like MLK, like Jesse Jackson, because the same thing happened with him.
Yeah.
They seek out people. People seek out the bad things. They seek out those things and they amplify it. They amplify it and make those things a whole lot huger than what they really are, to try to make the people knock back down.
Yeah.
And it happened to MLK. Now it's not as widespread with MLK, because if I hadn't seen that video, I would have never known about it.
I knew for years that he had infidelity.
I mean, people said certain things, and barbershop, with the old man said on barbershop, those little things, but we didn't have the proof that she showed in that video that I watched. So my whole point is, people seek out when they see greatness in you. When people see greatness in you and they see you being able,
especially a black man,
and when they see you being able to persuade people and make moves and get things done, then they seek also to undermine that. And that's what happened with Jesse Jackson, and that's what happened with that's not what happened with R. Kelly and Bill Cosby. That's not at all what happened with them. But that's what happened with MLK. That's what happened with Jesse Jackson. That's what happened with, even, he not black, but JFK. That even happened, and it happened with Bubba. When people seen how well my brother could move people and how well my brother could get things done and get things accomplished, they sought out to undermine that. And
his demons didn't help it.
Right.
Because then they had something to say, okay, well, look at that now. Look at you now. Because now we could come in and we have something to actually vilify you with.
Right.
And so, yeah.
But that's still even though he made some bad decisions and he did some bad things, it still doesn't negate the fact that to this day, the man still can make moves. To this day, the man still can get things done that most people in their everyday lives could not get done. Right. This man is a genius, and he can't see in front of his face. He can't see this far in front of his face, and he's just. I'm talking about when I was a little girl, I really thought my brother was the bee's
I thought he could walk on water.
Oh, yeah. I thought he was a god. I put my brother up there with Jesus. I really did. I love my daddy, y'all. Don't get me wrong, but my brother, he was the man for us. And when you know how you model your relationships after you want a man, like, that's who. When I look for men like my brother, and the type of charisma and the je ne sais quoi and that suaveness that my brother has. That's that's the kind of man that I've always wanted, and that confidence. My brother is so confident.
Yeah, smart, confident. Yeah. He should be so much further than what he actually is. Daddy should be. So daddy is smart as all get out.
Oh my gosh.
But because, and we didn't mention it, but because of his demons, he didn't get as far as he should have gotten. But my daddy is very smart and a talented artist.
Yeah, but people don't vilify daddy the way they vilify Vernell, because daddy is very, very sweet, and people aren't threatened by him. But people are threatened by Vernell.
But his demons didn't let him reach his, I think, his pinnacle, of where he should be. Mm-hmm. But it doesn't negate the fact of what he knows and his knowledge and everything at all. And what I'm never gonna do is that I'm never gonna vilify a black man in front of anybody, because I truly believe, I don't care how big, small, that a black man is, whenever he walks into a room, he commands attention, because automatically others they get intimidated automatically. They say, oh, here's the black man, you know what I'm saying? So I'm never gonna, because they already have to deal with that. I'm never gonna do it.
There's an elegance and a kingship that a black man embodies that other races go in comparison.
They it's like they automatically get they shrink, and they feel inferior too, because of just what a black man presence brings. And he hasn't said a word.
Hasn't done anything.
He hasn't said a word. And then don't let him open his mouth and something good come out. Oh no. They get scared, and then they want to start vilifying.
Then they seek to destroy.
How can we knock this person down? So that's why I'm not ever going to do it. One thing I can't stand is when you can date outside your race. It's whatever we could, you could date outside your race and do whatever you want to do. I've done it. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about that. But if I date a white man, you bet to know I'm going to tell this white man, like, you don't compare to a black man.
And I think that's one of the reasons why, out of all of the races of people on this earth, that I don't feel comfortable saying that I would want to be with a white man. I don't feel comfortable saying that. Now, I will say that I don't want to what's the word? I can't think of what I'm trying to say. But if I fell in love with a white man and I wanted to be with him, I would do that. Believe me, that I would do that. But I'm just saying that's not something. I want to block my blessing. I'm just saying that's not something that I seek out. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, look, I don't even attract white men, so it don't, but I neither here nor did I go there.
That's beside the point.
But yeah, just the fact that Martin Luther King, R. Kelly, who else?
Dennis Rodman.
Where does all Jackson. Get out? Yeah. Any black man that's out there right now who we just take the little infractions that we know of them
and blow it out of proportion.
It negates all the good that they have done.
Mm-hmm. Martin Lawrence, you want to call the man crazy, but look at all the stuff that Martin Lawrence done. Martin Lawrence is an awesome entertainer, and the other guy Dave Chappelle, an awesome entertainer, and you want to take and undermine that and call. Look, these men are not crazy. They are not. The industry is stressful.
Oh shoot! Look at Cat Williams. Like,
okay, the industry is stressful.
That dude is funny.
Cat Williams so funny.
He's so funny, but let him do one. Let him do some crazy stuff, and we'll hide. And the bad thing is that what we do is we knock down our own people. The other colors don't have to do it because we do it ourselves.
Right.
And that's wrong.
But I'm not gonna lend my mouth to all of that. I'm like my sister. I'm going to keep on building up. I'm going to keep on telling them to walk in their kingship. I'm going to keep on elevating them. And that's what I implore every other black woman to do. Elevate every black king you see. So
to Martin Luther King, thank you. To R. Kelly, I'll pray for you. I know because if what R. Kelly, if what God had for R. Kelly to do here on earth was finished, he wouldn't be here. Mm-hmm. Because I think he'd be like Chadwick Boseman. Like, I just think that God was like, you fought a good fight, you finished your course, you kept the faith. Mm-hmm. So to Bill Cosby, thank you. To Vernell Cutter, thank you. To Jerry Thomas, thank you. I love you both. To all the black men who are out there who have had whatever that is that that has made them bound to whatever it is.
That
Work
held
on
them
it.
back.
Work on it. Fix it. You are not your um
Faults.
yeah, you are
Yeah.
not your faults, and you have so much great in you. Work on the great and fix the
Look at the
faults.
great. Look
Yeah,
at the great. Yeah.
yeah. Work on the face and
And
fix
stand
it.
and stand in your promise. And with that, our fairies, we bid you good evening. And we would like to implore you to leave a comment on this video. Let us know what you think about the black men in your life. And
Cause so much more could have been said.
exactly. Let us know what you think about the black men in your life. Please like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Share this video with your family and friends.
Don't forget to subscribe and go check out the
Royal Appleberry,
Royal
the Kenny the
Appleberry.
Messy Soaper. And order you some soap if you like. And we are going to say good night and toodles.
Toodles.